Today on Extraordinary Explained, personal clowning. What if I told you that those birthday party entertainers might actually be wielding supernatural powers? That painted smile might be hiding abilities that can bend reality itself. Ever wondered why we're simultaneously drawn to and terrified of clowns? Well, buckle in, because the truth is far stranger than the fiction. Personal clowning isn't just about balloon animals and slapstick comedy. It's a legitimate supernatural ability that falls under personal mastery techniques. Those who possess this power have their own unique form of clown or jester-related abilities that can both entertain audiences and overcome opponents. And yes, you heard that right, overcome opponents. This power goes by many names in different cultures: personal buffoonery, self-clowning, or even the more formal-sounding personal foolishness. But don't let these playful terms fool you. The abilities are anything but childish. At its core, personal clowning allows the user to manipulate humor itself. They can induce laughter at will, even in the most somber situations. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. Advanced practitioners can actually manifest jokes into reality. Imagine someone making a joke about a pie in the face, and suddenly, that pie materializes and splats against their target. It's humor-based reality manipulation. The most powerful users can even manipulate the concept of fun itself. They create zones where physics behave according to comedic timing rather than natural laws. Gravity might pause for the perfect pratfall. Objects become bouncy or stretchy when it serves a humorous purpose. It's as if reality itself has a sense of humor when these individuals are around. But how might someone acquire such unusual abilities? Historical accounts suggest several paths. Some are born with natural clowning talents that gradually manifest supernatural elements. Others undergo intensive training with master jesters who pass down secret techniques. And in rare cases, individuals who survive traumatic events develop these powers as a psychological response, turning tragedy into comedy as the ultimate defense mechanism. In practical terms, personal clowning might seem limited to entertainment, but its applications are surprisingly diverse. Think about it. The ability to diffuse tense situations with supernatural humor could make someone an exceptional negotiator or peacekeeper. The power to induce laughter could be used therapeutically to help those suffering from depression or trauma. And in combat scenarios, disorienting opponents with unexpected humor creates openings that more conventional fighters would never achieve. The mechanics of this power appear to draw from the fundamental human response to humor. When we laugh, our brain chemistry changes, our guard drops, and we become more susceptible to suggestion. Personal clowning amplifies this effect to supernatural levels, creating a form of emotional manipulation that can affect physical reality. It's as if the power taps into a collective unconscious agreement about what we find funny, and then exploits that agreement to bend the rules of reality. Of course, with great humor comes great responsibility. The ethical implications of personal clowning are complex. Is it right to manipulate someone's emotions through supernatural means, even if you're making them feel joy? Could forcing laughter be considered a form of mind control? And what about those who use their abilities to humiliate rather than entertain? The line between good-natured pranks and malicious jokes can be frighteningly thin. Personal clowning isn't without limitations. The most significant constraint is that the power must remain true to its humorous nature. Attempts to use clowning abilities in ways that aren't genuinely funny tend to fail spectacularly. It's as if the power itself has a sense of comedic integrity. Additionally, different users are often limited to specific styles of clowning. Some might excel at physical comedy, while others specialize in witty wordplay or surreal humor. Interestingly, there exists a natural counter to personal clowning, those rare individuals known as clown slayers. These people possess an innate resistance to humor manipulation and can see through the reality-bending effects of clown powers. In historical accounts, they've been both hunters of malevolent jesters and occasionally humorless villains who seek to eliminate laughter from the world. How does personal clowning compare to other supernatural abilities? While it might seem less impressive than elemental control or superhuman strength, its subtlety makes it uniquely dangerous. Most powers are immediately recognized as threats, but personal clowning disarms observers with mirth before they realize they're being affected. It's similar to emotion manipulation, but specialized and potentially more powerful within its niche. And unlike many combat-oriented abilities, it can function equally well in social situations. Personal clowning also shares connections with other supernatural practices. It's often associated with clown magic, a formalized magical system based on humor and surprise. Some practitioners develop abilities that overlap with supernatural humor, though that broader category includes powers that don't specifically relate to clowning aesthetics. And as a discipline of personal mastery, it requires the same dedication and self-knowledge as other personalized power sets. Throughout history, there have been individuals suspected of wielding personal clowning abilities. Court jesters who could calm raging monarchs with impossibly perfect jokes. Circus performers whose acts defied the laws of physics in ways that couldn't be explained by mundane trickery. Even in modern times, there are street performers whose comedy seems to affect reality in subtle, unexplainable ways. Do they know about their supernatural abilities, or do they simply consider themselves exceptionally talented entertainers? Personal clowning reminds us that power doesn't always come in obvious packages. Sometimes the most extraordinary abilities hide behind a painted smile and a red nose. If you possess this power, would you use it to entertain, to protect, or perhaps something more sinister? Could you resist the temptation to humiliate those who've wronged you when you could literally make them the butt of a cosmic joke? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video and would want to see more, please like, share, and make sure to hit that bell icon so that YouTube knows that you want to see more.